Hey friends, welcome back to Crafted with Studio. Today's video is for anyone who has ever looked at a blank piece of wood and thought, what can I create that actually looks timeless? Because here's the truth, you don't need fancy materials to make something beautiful. What you need is a method, a mindset, and a few smart decisions made at the right time. So in this video, we're building from scratch. Not from a shortcut. Not from an easy mode. We'll start with simple planning, then we'll move into careful measuring, cutting, refining, and finishing step by step until the final result feels like it belongs in a calm, classic home style, the kind that never goes out of fashion. Now, before we begin, take a quick second and ask yourself this. Have you ever finished a project and felt like something was missing? Maybe the edges weren't as clean as you wanted. Maybe the surface didn't look smooth enough. Maybe the color didn't match the vibe you had in your head. Today we're tackling those exact problems. Not with complicated tricks but with the details that most people rush through. Alright. Let's start with the first moment that decides everything, the planning. Step 1 is imagining the final piece before you touch the wood. Don't just think, it will look good. Think about how it should feel solid, balanced, and naturally crafted. Next, measure more than once. And I mean really measure. Not quickly. Measure like you're protecting the time you'll spend later smoothing, fixing, and adjusting. Here's a little curiosity for you, wood is honest. If your measurements are off, wood will show it. But if you plan with care, wood rewards you by staying cooperative and clean during the build. Now, once your layout looks right, we move into the cutting stage. And this is where the timeless look starts. Clean lines and proper proportions. I want you to pay attention here because the goal is not just to cut. The goal is to create consistent pieces that fit together with less struggle. When everything matches properly, the build becomes easier, faster, and the result looks more refined. So while we're cutting, you'll notice I'm not rushing. I'm focusing on stability and control. That's how you avoid those rough edges and imperfect angles that can ruin the final look. And speaking of imperfections, if you've ever had a moment where you think, oh no, did I mess up, listen closely. Most woodworking mistakes are actually just a signal that you need a better adjustment step. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to be precise enough to make the final piece feel professional. Now comes a stage people often underestimate, surface preparation. Let's talk sanding for a second. Sanding isn't just cleanup. Sanding is where you shape the final vibe of your project. It's where roughness disappears and the wood starts looking intentional. Here's how to know you're doing it right. Your hands should feel a gradual smoothness, not sudden changes. If the surface still feels uneven, don't skip ahead. That unevenness will show after the finish because finishes highlight texture. So we sand with patience, checking as we go. And we don't treat it like a one-time step. Think of it like layers of improvement. Next, we move into fitting and alignment. This part can be satisfying in a special way, because when parts come together cleanly, you feel it immediately. The project starts looking real. And I'm going to tell you something you might not hear enough, timeless design is often built by small alignments. Not only the big choices, but the invisible decisions like how straight everything lines up, how evenly transitions look, and how the surface meets the edges. That's why we're taking our time here. Now, let's talk about shaping. Sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate things. Sometimes timeless beauty comes from simplicity done correctly. We shape carefully to keep the wood looking natural while also making it comfortable and visually balanced. The goal is for the piece to feel sturdy and crafted, not bulky or awkward. Then we reach one of the most exciting moments, the finishing process. And before you apply anything, you need to make one key decision. What kind of final look do you want? Do you want the wood to look warm and rich? More natural? More bright and clean? A deeper tone? A softer vintage mood? Because different finishes change the personality of the wood. Now, here's the part where many beginners get surprised. Finishing is not just covering wood. Finishing is revealing wood, controlling how the grain shows, how color develops, and how the surface reflects light. So we test, we check, we adjust. We apply in a way that looks even and smooth. Also, don't forget drying time and consistency. If you rush, your result won't match your effort. The finish needs time to settle into the surface so it looks premium, not patchy. And as the finish starts to come alive, watch the grain. You'll see how it changes in real time. This is the moment when your project starts feeling like an object with meaning, not just a build. Now we have our final assembly and inspection. This is where you look at the piece from multiple angles. Check edges. Check transitions. If you find something that doesn't look perfect, you don't panic, you refine. Because refinement is what makes projects look handcrafted. Let me give you a quick checklist you can use after your own builds. 1. Does the surface feel smooth all the way through? 2. Are the edges consistent from one side to the other? 3. Does the color look even under different lighting? 4. Does the overall shape feel balanced, not forced? 5. And most importantly, does it look like it belongs together? If you can say yes to those, you're not just building, you're creating. Now, I want to address something emotionally important. If you've ever felt intimidated by woodworking, I want you to hear this: timeless results come from repeating good habits. Planning carefully. Cutting with control. Sanding patiently. Finishing intentionally. That's it. You don't need to be a master on day one. You become a better maker when you stay curious and you build again with what you learned. And speaking of curiosity, if you're watching this and thinking, I want to try this process myself, here's your next step. Choose your next piece of wood, plan your design, and commit to a slow finish stage. That one choice can upgrade your work instantly. Also, I'd love to know something. What part of this build was most satisfying for you? Was it the clean cuts? The sanding smoothness? The finish revealing the grain? Or the final assembly moment? Comment your answer and tell me what you want to see next in the workshop. Alright friends, before we wrap up, let's celebrate what you accomplished just by watching. You didn't just enjoy a video, you picked up ideas you can apply. That's how creativity grows. If this inspired you, please hit like to support the channel, share this video with a friend who loves woodworking or DIY, and subscribe to Crafted Wood Studio for more builds, tips, and creative transformations. And remember, your next timeless piece is closer than you think, because every great build starts with a simple decision to begin. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.